the hopelessness that a lot of young, good boys, especially boys, are feeling right now is so overwhelmingly dark. But they can thrive. And it's like, it doesn't require a revolution or it's literally like land the plane, make fun of the sodomites. We didn't go it's just funny. It's fun. It's community. It's strong male role models. And it's like, that's all we need to do. And man, that like, it's so good. Did anything I've ever done in my life, did anything good? Like that to me gives me hope. Because it's a two-way street, man. Like everybody feels that way sometimes. Everybody feels hopelessness try to invade. That it's, and the whole time, that was my wife. Give me 1 second. Hey, yeah. She'll call again if it's. It's like, you don't understand. There was a time in my life when I didn't think I had a lot of value, and I know that no human really does in certain ways, but like we do, and we are special, and there's something, and I was watching this movie, The Principle, and it's like the effort that science put in to remove any feeling that humans are special and that we're just alone in an empty universe spinning around a fireball aimlessly going nowhere. The science isn't even there, guys. This is propaganda. And as a minesweeper, it was so profound when Jim Bob was talking about that last night, because I've never been able to articulate that about myself. I call myself a canary in the coal mine, but the minesweeper is way better. It's like when there's a sacred cow, when someone's not allowed to say something, I will, because that's my job. I'm a comedian and I'm a minesweeper. And then when it's like pop, 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 that's when I'm like, oh, there's something here, boys. I just got a couple inches of my cock blown off, but no worries. I got plenty more where that came from. All right, let's keep going. And that's the whole reason I'm so resentful of a lot of comedians, because they just took the money and they don't minesweep anymore, and they don't help their troupe get through the minefields of words and wizardry and language. And the flat earth one was one of the biggest landmines I've seen. And that's one reason why I embraced thinking about it. Because I'm like, we get to think about anything we want. It's like, oh, you're one of those flat earthers? Retard. It's like, I get to wonder why an infinite vacuum doesn't suck the air out of the atmosphere. It's like, well, gravity. It's like, well, look, I just did that with a straw. And isn't gravity strongest near the center of the earth? Like, isn't there stronger gravity here than way up there? And how can my lungs create a stronger vacuum than infinite emptiness? And there's not one person that has answered that without Googling and Googling. Like, no one has even thought about that. And then when you start understanding Copernicus and Galileo and a lot of these guys, and the corrupt Catholic Church at the time trying to keep power and lying and stuff like that, it was a propaganda move. I'm not an astronomer. Not that that matters, because most of them are lying. But it's like, I can't speak with authority on what the universe is or what the planet is or whatever. But that's a mine that I found. And the whole point was to say you aren't special. You're nothing more than an earthworm. In fact, earthworms are more valuable than humans, because if there were no earthworms, there'd be no life in a month. But if there was no humans, the earth would thrive. It'd be better. It's so evil. It's like, we are God's creations. We are special. Life is special. Life is sacred. It's beautiful. And it's like, there's been thousands of years of trying to take that away from us. And the battle never ends. But now it's like, when I get these letters of people, it's like, that is a good kid. His father dies. He gets kicked out of a church for supporting a guy that's ending war. And it's like, he gets alienated at an age where I don't know what I could have done. I don't know if I would have been strong enough. You never know unless you're tested. And it's like, to think that we can do anything good for that guy, and like, because people get put in a position where the emptiness seems seems like a better path than life. And that is how the devil works. The devil tricks you into giving up your riches. And your riches are not gold and promo codes. Your riches is just being here. Time, love, faith, water, gardens. You know, and the devil will literally spend thousands of years just chipping away until our entire worldview at school and in these corrupt churches and in these crazy broken families and friend groups and social media where it's like everything is empty. There's no point to anything. There's more galaxies and all the sand and all the beaches in the world. You are nothing. There's nothing special about you. There's more advanced. Like you are just a worm. And you're not. That's a lie. You're divine. You have a soul. And this is the thing that I really want to talk about, and I'll get out of here. I've heard so many times in my life, like lately, especially since I've been like questioning certain things, where they're like, that's so arrogant of you, Owen, to think that you're special. It's so arrogant of you to think that you aren't just a speck of matter in an infinite black universe. That's so arrogant of you. And I'm like, want to know what's arrogant? To reject all of your ancestors' knowledge. All of it. Want to know what's arrogant is a few centuries ago, people saying, I'm going to reject our entire lineage of thought and belief and knowledge. And I'm going to throw it all away. And I'm going to come up with a new thing that changes. You know that Newton believed in ether? Like he thought that the universe was not moving. You know, Einstein has no idea how to describe chaos theory. Like these people don't have truth. They keep amending and changing. And it's like watching the news now. Most of it is a lie. And when they're not lying, it's literally by chance. And so what is more arrogant than rejecting God? What is more arrogant than rejecting our ancestors, the people that came before us and hurt and died and slaved away so that we could experience life, that we can make our own life, protect our own life? We're to the point when people think there's freedom in killing our own babies. There's freedom in accepting black, nihilistic emptiness. That is the devil. That is the devil, because the devil has to make you choose it. The devil is like, it will entice you with words and spells and all this stuff just so you go, I'm going to take all these pills because the black empty is better than God's creation.